Hey all, Hipper here. So today we're taking out the Minotaur, and this battle here is one of my, carrier revenge battles, where I show off that if you spend the whole game, harassing one player for whatever reason that could be in your carrier, well, unless that player is a destroyer, then the chances are you're going to lose the battle for your team. And this happens a lot to me, and I think I know it's because I am a CC, so obviously I'm more interesting than the average player. And like I said, it happens a lot, and every time it happens, I love it because it means that the carrier is just wasting its time, like especially when, as in this game here, you are, constantly hitting a Minotaur with some of the best AA in the game in your carrier. And it's just gonna eat through the planes and deplane that carrier in no time. And at the same time, see the battleship is shooting at the destroyer, but the carrier is blissfully just chasing me. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because it just means that we're probably gonna win this battle here. Another reason I like it is that it gives me a lot of XP. I'm just eating those planes out of the sky, and I don't really have to do anything for it. I don't even have to aim or anything. It's all automatic, and it's just XP right into my pocket here. So in this game here, I'm trying to cap, but it's getting a little bit too hot, and there's already a destroyer in here, so I'm going to just go a little bit off to the side here, try to preserve a little bit of hit points here, at least until I get another heal back, because this Des Moines here, he's in a good spot. And he's able to hit me from like a naughty position there. So I'm just gonna go in here and hopefully destroyer will keep spotting, and then I can just slowly whack that Des Moines out of the world. That was the plan, and I almost kept, but I had to retreat. As I said, that was the plan, because now I think the carrier has realized, oh, hey, there's a CC in this game, so let's spend the whole game attacking him with planes. So, like I said, awesome. Please do. Because, for me, it's just, like I said, it XP right down in the pocket. And the carrier will get 0 XP from this sort of behavior here. And like I said, it's very, very common. I don't know why, especially at tier 7. It's if there's a carrier in the game, and I get spotted, it's fairly certain that I'm going to take the brunt of it. And like I said, that's fine, unless I'm in a destroyer. But if I'm in a cruiser or a battleship, I don't care at all. That means that the carrier is going to leave my destroyers alone, and basically just wasting the whole battle on trying to get, 40,000 damage out of me here. And yep, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But, like I said, in an earlier video, when these things happen, I'm going to put it on my channel to show the world how to lose battles, really, because that is exactly what's going on here. It's pretty much the carrier equivalent of a destroyer heading all the way down to the back of the map and trying to torp battleships from down there, and just ignoring the caps and the spotting and all the important stuff that is expected of destroyers. And the same thing goes for carriers, really. Spotting, that's your #1 job. And nobody really cares about this Minotaur out here on the flank, not even close to the cap, and not really a threat to anyone at the moment. If I was left alone for a few minutes, yeah, maybe, because then I could make my way into the cap again. But as you can see, there's only one destroyer left on my team, so it would be a better use of, I guess, everybody's time for the red carrier to try to find that destroyer. Because there's 3 red destroyers left, and that's obviously a problem. So they have, the best chance right here of winning the game. But the carrier, he doesn't want to win. He wants to sink a CC. And like I said, that's fine. I have no issue with that, because it means we're going to win. And as you can see, I've almost shut down 20 planes already, and we are 5 minutes into the game. And if I can just waste this carrier's time forever and ever, then we're going to win, because our destroyer has really nothing to fear. All the destroyers are over here, as far as I can tell, and he's over at A, so he's good. He's not really making like the best of this situation here, but I guess he's like a little bit scared of the carrier, and I guess he hasn't really realized that the carrier's over here, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. He wants this Minotaur sunk, and it doesn't make any sense at all. Like I said in the beginning, like, this is not a ship you want to attack in a carrier unless you really have to, because of the AA. Like, it's just, yeah, it's one of the strongest AA ships in the game, along with Des Moines. So, like, unless you really want to get deplaned, you should stay away from Minotaur in a carrier. But who knows? The same thing happens a lot with battleships. You know, as soon as they realize there is a CC in the game and the CC is in a cruiser, they leave everything behind. Cap, flank, destroyers, cruisers, carriers, whoever is relying on them to, you know, turn 90 degrees right when they start and go hunting for that CC cruiser somewhere. And there's so many game throws where that happens, where, you know, 4 or 5 battleships, as soon as the CC is spotted, they head straight to that spot and they don't care about anything else. And of course that means that, well, chances are they're going to absolutely lose that battle, and not just lose that battle, but lose it big, like very, very big. And as you'll see on the difference in XP after this game here, this approach here that the carrier is taking is just, well, it's very strange, let's put it like that, because I'm going to beat him on XP like 5 or 6 times, something like that. So I've read a few places, including my YouTube comments, that some people don't really like to get into battles, and I take a torpedo there. That was totally unnecessary. But anyway, some people don't like to get into battles with CCs because exactly that reason I said, that, you know, people just throw common sense over the side of their ship and they go hunting for that CC, and yeah, like they just leave their team in the trenches taking grenades, really. And that is true. It's not every battle, and it's not every second battle, but I'd say 1 in 4, 1 in 5 is, at least for me, is like just an obvious get the CC like battle, really. And it's starting to turn into that now, because why would a Sims take on a Minotaur? Like a tier 6 Sims taking on one of the best legendary cruisers for taking out destroyers. Yeah, I don't know, but he did, and I'm assuming he regretted it. So anyway, the carrier attack is lighting up a little bit here, and there's only 3 red ships left, because they've all been busy over here chasing me for absolutely no reason. And now I can head in and take this cap that I really wanted right in the beginning. And again, carrier approaching, but before he even gets close, we're just gonna like totally remove those planes from the sky. And it doesn't help that he can't hit either. So I'm gonna go back now. It's safe, and like I said, remove that battleship there. I believe it was a German tier 7. I can't remember which one. That was the problem. And since he's gone now, then we can move back. And because the Sims decided to sacrifice himself, that was also very nice. Oh, he is actually still there, the Brandenburg. Oh, okay. I thought he was sunk, but apparently he's not. But anyway, he's moving away, and that means that I can now move in and actually finish this capping that I got so rudely interrupted in doing in the beginning by the Des Moines. So yeah, I mean, I almost finished capping in the first instance, so that's a good amount of XP right there. And we are at 33 planes shut down. That's also a good amount of XP. We removed a destroyer, not full health, but I think he was about half health. That's also a decent amount of XP. And now we're going to do a solo cap here. That's a lot of XP. And we're still going to take out whatever planes that carrier has left. And there's also a nice little summers here that we can remove from its misery. And yeah, I mean, if you like to hunt CCs, please do so, because it usually means that we're going to win. So that's the end of the summers right there, and I'm just about to finish my capping. And like the carrier is gonna keep coming. I guess there's really nothing left for him to shoot at the moment, and he's also the last plane, or the last ship left on the red team, which is kind of telling, you know. Was this a good strategy or was this a bad strategy? Well, it's certainly a very, very bad strategy. He should have been out there spotting and, you know, torping destroyers and keeping my destroyers from capping, which he didn't. And yeah, that's a mistake. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, I've taken my cap. I've done pretty much whatever I can over here now. And not a lot of damage, but damage doesn't mean anything in this game here. Yeah, sure, sometimes, you know, damage gives you lots of XP, but it's better just to do a lot of different stuff than just, you know, focus on damage, because you're gonna need a lot of damage to get into like 3000 XP or something like that. It's much better to, you know, whack a destroyer, grab a cap, shoot down a few planes, get a few torp hits, a few defend ribbons. I don't have any defend ribbons, for example, and like maybe a medal or two. That will give you more XP in most instances than having like 200,000 damage and just sitting in one spot doing nothing else. Of course, I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm just saying that I personally find that boring, very, you know, one-dimensional play. I want to do lots of stuff. And like 54,000 damage, that's not a lot of damage in the legendary. Cruiser, it's not, I agree, but it doesn't really matter. The damage we did was damage that really counted, and that's more important. So, I have always had a good idea of where this carrier has been the whole battle, but I mean, sinking the carrier or grabbing a cap, well, the capping is more important. So that's why when the pressure, you know, was removed from me, I decided to grab the cap first, and then if there was time left, I'll go for the carrier, because he's somewhere out here. And of course it would be nice to get my revenge, because he's been on my case the whole game. From pretty much the second minute onwards, every squadron has just been going straight from the carrier right to me. So yeah, to get back to the point here, I don't blame people who complain about having to play games with CCs in them, because, well, it's true in some cases, at least, like I say, like 1 in 4, 1 in 5, the gameplay is just interrupted because of that fact, and, I mean, not much I can do about it. And if you think that's annoying, you should try being the CC yourself, and you will find out how annoying it really is. But anyway, we got the Shokaku here, and I'm destroying. It would be very nice to get this guy as my 4th kill, but someone grabs it right in front of my nose. But that's okay. I got my revenge in the end. So let's have a look here. Like 78,000 damage, not a lot, but we got 2 clear skies, or in theory 2 clear skies, 3,300 XP, and the carrier got 750. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you out there.